Hello everyone and welcome back. My last week was supremely productive, mainly because I had a huge agenda for myself, and guess what? I was able to finish every single task that I aimed for. What all? You will see in the vlog ahead. I am gradually starting to settle back into making some healthy eating routine. So weekend breakfast was vegetable sevia. I always start sevia by boiling water first. While the sevia are boiling, I'll make the masala mix by frying some peanuts in the oil. Thanks to a small balcony and a long window in this kitchen, I really enjoy all the light coming into the kitchen. Once peanuts turn red, I'll add mustard seeds, hing, chopped green chili, sliced onions and saute everything well. A couple of minutes later, I'll add chopped potatoes, beans and peas. I'll give these veggies a quick stir and cook them covered for 7 to 8 minutes. Once the potatoes are done, I'll add thinly sliced cabbage. And after just 2 minutes, I'll add boiled and strained sevia and mix everything well. Adjust the seasoning by adding salt and lemon juice, and a delicious and healthy breakfast is ready. You can also add carrots, bell peppers and corns if you have them. A nice warm plate of food that we all enjoy together. Ruthvi was very hesitant to eat it looking at all the veggies, but after tasting it, she praised it a lot. And Dharya, well, he just copies us all these days. And silver lining is that this monkey was well fed. Next day we decided to go shopping. My list was ready and so was the agenda. As soon as I started working on healthy eating, Mumbai street food made me do one last sin, and saying no to vada pav and kanda bhajia became impossible. After the indulgence, we reached IKEA. Last time I visited IKEA was in Malaysia, and so I jumped on to visiting it on the very first opportunity. One can easily get lost in this shopping paradise, but I only picked home utility items that I had been eyeing since long. Once the IKEA shopping was done, we took a quick halt at the plant exhibition organized in the close-by vicinity. Well, this is the shopping I go crazy with, and Karthik had to literally pull me out of here to save burning a hole in his pocket. Now that the house is completely operational and functional, this week I decided to make it look like a home, and so decided to add furnishings and home decor items and bring life to the blank spaces in the house. Remember how I was excited to give a new look to my previous living room? Who knew I'll get a new living room altogether to deck up? And now that I have it, it is all the more exciting to see how elements will come together. So while I was decking up this living room, I thought of sharing a few home decor tips with you all that might come handy. Hoop curtains are one of the great choices for sheer or lightweight curtains, as they give many and very good folds between the curtains. They are also easy to wash and have no fear of breaking the rings. Sheer curtains with cotton blend last very long than tissue or synthetic mix. These cotton net curtains are 10 years old and are still in a very good shape. Picking a color palette to make the base of entire room is always a good beginning. This time I wanted to add hints of blue in my living room, so I selected sofa covers and curtains in the shade of royal blue. These covers are custom made. Well, custom made furnishings comes with some extra price, but they carry their uniqueness as per your taste and style. So weighing your options on ready-made or custom made is always a good idea. Selecting solid color curtains instead of printed ones is a versatile move, as they can blend with any color and theme. I deliberately chose matte but textured curtains to add drama to the curtains, but in a subtle way. Mixing earthy tones with the main color in furnishings is a good way to even out the bold colors. fluffed up cushions of the same size always look polished and clean. My cushions had shrunk a lot, so instead of buying new ones, I got all of them refilled from the local vendor that came out so economical. Like this rectangle cushion was priced at a minimum of 200 per piece online, but I got it made in just 100 rupees, which gave me some stretch to spend on good cushion covers. Lastly, I lay down the carpet, and what a difference furnishing has made instantly into the room. I'll quickly place the dining table mat as well. For now, here I would like to keep the chair tops open, and since they already have cushions, the dining area furnishing doesn't really need anything else. So I finally removed the wallpapers from the cupboards and got them varnished with a dark wood color. It really looks so clean now, and I feel quite happy with the outcome. Karthik also helped me with placing the nails on the wall where I intended to place the paintings. So after furnishings, I spent half a day placing the home decor items, starting by filling my book rack. So I started by placing some books in my favorite basket for a different kind of assembly. I then chose to place all the hardcover books vertically, and lastly, on one of the shelves, I placed the books in a pyramid form to give some height and different angle to the book placement. I also placed a mini artifact on top of the book to hold the book cover from flapping. Now I'll fill all the empty spaces with some small decor pieces, out of which a few carry some stories to talk about, especially when the guests ask. Pictures and frames build a good story and bring a good break in the monotony of the book rack. And lastly, how could I not add plants? Plants bring life to any dull space. So I use different style pots to bring a lot of variation in the plant look. I will simply place them at different heights and places, and my book rack is all decked up and looking fancy. Well, what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Since the hard work of nailing was done, I also placed all the frames and paintings up on the wall. When it comes to walls, bigger frames make a very impactful wall decors. These are the paintings that we have collected from different corners of the world and narrates different stories altogether. In case you don't have bigger frames, worry not. I had these two thread paintings that we had picked from Vietnam, but they were pretty small in size. So I got them framed with a broad border from all sides and made the frames look bigger and better. Last job done for this week was touching up my plants and bringing them inside home. This time I thought of dressing up my plants with some beautiful macrame hangings. Hanging plants look very beautiful, and when wrapped in macrame hangers, they look all the more stunning. So I ordered a set of 4 macrame pot hangers from Amazon. There were just so many options, but I loved this set and will show you in a moment how plants will look when placed inside these beauties. All my plants are in good shape, but they need some pruning, repotting, manuring, basically a little TLC. Out of everything from my old house, I miss my garden the most. And why not? It was one calming place in my house that used to bring so much joy. All my plants were thriving and I had no limitation on count. But since this place has a very small balcony, I am keeping very limited easy to care indoor plants. For plant care, mostly I'll just dig the upper layer of the soil and add a fistful of vermicompost in all my pots to give some added nutrients. So this is the recent addition to my collection. They call it black money plant, and I love the dual tone of its leaves and I can't wait to see it trailing. Lastly, I'll give water to all the plants and let them stay in the balcony for a couple of hours before placing them indoors. Close to the evening, I placed all the plants inside and there was a sudden lift in the entire space. Be it filling a gap or giving some height, bringing a pop of color or hiding a tacky wire, a plant will do it all for you. Just find a good pot cover or a stand and a beautiful decor element is ready at a very reasonable cost. Now, as promised, I'll show you how these macrame hangers look with a plant pot. I'm planning to place them at different locations of the house, so I wanted all of them to be different from each other. This one is with a round hoop on top, beautiful brown beads and a long tail tassel. This one is also with a long tail tassel and is beautifully crafted in different knots throughout the hanger. Next one is for bigger pots and had very clean broad knotted bands that looked amazingly attractive. And the last one is without a tassel but with beautiful beads and knots. After everything was done, I wanted to eat a nice and quick dinner in my well-dressed living room and dining room. So I planned to make garlicky mushroom pasta. Mushrooms are very rich in proteins and antioxidants, and so mushroom pasta makes a complete meal in itself. And with that easy prep, I'll mix some olive oil with butter and add all the minced garlic into it. I'll also put pasta for boiling on the other burner. When garlic is done, I'll add mushrooms and add some Italian seasoning into it and mix everything well. To help mushrooms cook faster, I'll add salt and pepper, and in just 5 minutes, mushrooms will be cooked. Pasta is almost cooked and I'll mix it with prepared mushroom and add 1 cup of milk to make it creamy. I'll also grate some cheese on top and cook till milk thickens. Lastly, I'll adjust the seasoning with salt, Italian herbs and crushed pepper. Dinner is ready and I'll add some bread to go along with the pasta. Ruthvi just loved this pasta and jumped onto eating it quickly. Dhairya also ate early and slept before time. Getting good ambience, good food, good company at the end of the day makes all the effort worth it. I hope you will find this video helpful in one way or the other. Do let me know which decor tip you like the most. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and join me on Instagram for some daily life updates. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, stay tuned and stay connected.